Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another episode of Saturday Brunch with your host with the most. And you know I'm always going to brag about having the best French toast. That is still a shout out to Hilda Bassi and all you celebrity chefs out there. Stop teasing me. Let's have lunch. Come through. Take me out to dinner. But ladies and gentlemen, we're continuing with a trend of having Big Brother ex-housemates into the crew. Like I like to say, the latest celebrities in town.
That's
but before I introduce who's on the show today, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you leave a comment down below because we love to interact with you all. On the House Chronicles, shout out to the House Chronicles for giving me this amazing platform to push my pee and talk my shit. You know the vibes. Make sure you follow us on all social platforms. Instagram, X, TikTok. We do TikToks. You know the vibes. But yeah, shout out to y'all. Make sure you subscribe, leave a comment down below. But today, in the house, tonight, we have the dramatic, the toxic, the loving,
not toxic,
energetic, thought she disappeared. We have the Chinwe pair. My man Zion and my sister Chinwe in the house.
Right.
You know the motherfucking vibes.
Bro, that was a nice intro though.
Hey, thank you for giving me my fucking
Not the toxic
roses.
though.
Bro, for you giving my roses, let me start by giving you your roses, my guy. I told you this over the phone, and I'm gonna tell you this on camera. And I didn't even know my brother was in Igbo. That is crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that he was in Igbo.
Benin boy for life.
Maybe I was not paying attention to the season enough. That is a shame on me.
Yeah.
But shout out to you for knowing how to handle an Igbo woman. People would not know this, but I say this because an Igbo woman is a very special specimen. Let me use that word.
True.
I'm Igbo. Very special specimen.
True.
You need to know their temperament, how they talk, when to reply, when to say, I understand, when to say, no, you're wrong. And I feel like you hit every point. Especially when that Igbo woman was not a romantic partner only, but was your pair.
True.
And I give you your roses because I said this to her off camera as well. I don't think you let anybody know that there was blood. I always use the expression of, especially in a pairing, when you smell blood, everybody comes through. They're like sharks.
True.
When sharks smell blood, they start surrounding.
That's something I actually kept telling her in the house, that she shouldn't let people see her weak. Even when she was crying after Flourish left, I kept telling her, don't let them hear you sniff, because that will make them know that this broke you. And people shouldn't know when something that they had a part to play in actually affects you when you are playing a game. Because you shouldn't get played in a game you are playing also. You get me?
I like that line. You shouldn't get played in a game that you're playing.
right?
Did you always, moving on to you, because I believe that you are very strategic, but you're also very passionate. And you couldn't help it because, like I say, you're an Igbo woman. I feel like it's in all your bloods.
Inject it.
It's all in your bloods, and I love it. Just like as Zion loves toxic relationships, I love toxic relationships, especially an Igbo woman. I would dive into any toxic relationship with an Igbo woman because I'll be honest, between my mom and my dad, I'm very close with my mom.
Okay.
So I'm very close with Igbo women. I love them. I love their attitudes. I love the passion. I love everything about them.
Okay.
And I feel like you are a perfect representation of an Igbo woman, not just because of your passion, but also because of your love, because of your loyalty, because of your responsibility. We're going to get into that.
Yeah.
And also because you held a very high standard, not just for you, but for your man as well.
Yeah.
We're going to get into that. But I want to ask you is, were you okay with the way he handled his game as strategic as he just explained that situation? Were you okay with him doing that?
I mean, he's his own man. You know, he's allowed to make his decisions. Some of his decisions did not sit right with me at the time. There were times where I felt, you know, we could take them on. Okay. Do you get me? Like, it's us. So let's go ahead and do it. And I understand that he needed, as much as, I was playing for the viewers, not the housemates, because trust me, it wasn't about the housemates for me. But for him, he was playing for the housemates, you know, so it seemed like there was a conflict of interest at some point, because I'm doing this, you're doing this, and it seems like there's a sabotage somewhere, if you get what I mean, right? I mean, in the long run, I understood him playing for the housemates in terms of housemates having to send someone home, the custodian pay, and all of that. But me, I felt like, you know, we could play for the viewers and not even be at their mercy.
So, leading on to what you just asked, you said that he was playing for the housemates and not for the viewers, and that was due to the fact that the game changed.
No, the thing is, I wasn't actually playing for the viewers. No, playing for the housemates. Okay. Actually, the thing is, it's just I'm the kind of person where when I'm in a place where I know we don't need to have conflicts. I'm like, there's no need for it. I told her this multiple times here, that if...
Bro, she took a deep breath. That breath was... that was like 6 seconds. 5 seconds too much. Hey, keep talking, bro. You about to have a long conversation tonight.
Because the thing is, I told her this, like, when it's time to go off.
Let me look at her while you were saying this. Keep talking. Keep talking.
No, like, because I told her when it's time to go off, go off. Yeah. Let them catch all the smoke.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
But there were times where I felt like it wasn't necessary to go off. That was the only times we had a problem with it.
And there were times when I went off and he's like, chill now, what's wrong with you? So
I felt like you were only going off on him though, which is good.
No, because you know why I was going off on him?
Why?
Because when I go off on other people, he's telling me, chill now, what's wrong? I'm like, don't do that. Allow me do my thing.
But did you understand what he was trying to, like, so that you're not targets?
I totally get that.
But I feel like
I felt like he wanted me to portray myself in a certain way that is not my actual personality. Because in real life, I'm gonna go off on you if you step
on my toes. I'm gonna step on you.
Exactly. If you do something funny, I'm gonna.
For me, I felt like this wasn't real life. This was Biggie's house.
But we're encouraged to be our authentic selves.
Because be authentic. Because me, I was my authentic self in the house. But I was also cautious of the fact that there are cameras here. So there are things that I would usually do that I couldn't do in the house. She had times where she was like, we're not the same way. Like we used, when we're outside, she knows me. That there are things that if I want to.
I mean, you did say in the house you had you were the one that said you had an ex that you went to the club and you did some type of crazy.
When I had to get out of fighting.
So if she gets active outside, you can get active with her.
Definitely.
Okay.
Definitely. Because the thing is, she knows
Has
me.
she ever gotten active with you outside?
So I don't fight in public.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, not fight, but like, does he back you up?
I carry myself with grace. Yeah. So if I'm gonna go off in public, then it's for good reasons.
So you expect your nigga to go off with you?
Exactly.
I would rather her calm and I go off.
Okay, so what I thought, correct me if I'm wrong, was Chinwe was kind of not playing for the housemate. She wanted to show her character, be that boss. Excuse me for saying, be that boss bitch. You know, if you're threatened by me, be threatened by me. Exactly. I'm in the game. That's what I'm here to play. And she wanted I felt like she was leaving her fate with the fans, that they will fuck with my energy, they will fuck with my vibe. Yeah. And you were playing from a sense of, our faith is in the housemates right now. And we need to, be in a good side. Yeah. That's what I thought.
The thing is, I wasn't actually playing for the housemates in the house. It was just a point, like from a point of, I didn't need her to, like there were points where I haven't told her that she didn't need to go off. Yeah.
Like what's some of the instances you're talking about?
Like pick your battles. You get, if you always go off, like it was, I even made reference to how the Tammy Tamipe, how they left. Because it was off one instance where the housemate just saw us.
To be fair, I talked to Dami and Tammy, and they thought that y'all should have left that week.
We should have left what week?
Oh, you or Yeka pair should have left that week.
First week.
We were not even up that week.
We're not up first week.
That's what they felt.
Yeah, but we were not even up that week, so...
Yeah, fair. I don't know why they'll say that, because our plan was to go there for 71 days.
I mean...
You feel me?
If this guy was rolling with me...
I was running with her.
You felt he was...
I was running with her.
Me the way you need us to roll with me.
No.
We'll be there right now.
That is
I get her 100%. Like, she needed me to be with her when
She
she's
wanted
active.
you to keep the same energy.
No, the thing is, I wanted it to be a way that
Cold and hot.
where she needs to be hot.
I'm cold.
Both be hot. You get. There's a time where she needs to be, and I will see that.
But when she was hot, you were not hot.
When you are
Thank you.
100% right to be hot at this moment.
I didn't need to be 100% right for you to have my back.
No.
You didn't even need to be 50% right for me to have your
Nah,
back.
no.
I'll have your back regardless. I didn't even need to know what you did to have your back. I'll have your back regardless.
To be fair, I feel like she would be like that.
Of course.
Because you were backing a lot of people that were
There
wrong.
were times when I'll hear that there was a fight in the house and maybe I was asleep when it happened. The first question I'll ask is, was my baby involved?
Yeah.
So I know where I'm coming in from right now.
No,
Do you get
of
me?
course.
That
of
was
course.
the energy I
And
needed
if
from
I was
you.
to wake up and someone tell me that, oh, Chinwe was in a fight, of course I'm with her.
Mm-hmm.
You get me? Yes. But I would want to, like, if it's a point where she, like, if everyone in the house, they're like, it was her fault that this whole thing happened. I'm not gonna say in that space. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, she was 100% right to go off. You get? I'm gonna be like, don't worry about it. I'll talk to her and stuff like that. But when I'm with her,
That's why people
I'm
felt
also
it
gonna
was
tell her,
okay to do stuff to me
Nah.
and then go and report to Zion. Do you get
They
me?
were reporting to you a lot,
Yeah,
though.
they felt it was okay to do stuff.
They felt like you were her whisperer.
Exactly.
I won't lie. They felt like
if
you were the
want-
only one that could
if you
calm her
want that
down.
smoke, bring it to me.
So when that fight and she was saying that
of course, 'cause
she was leaving, that's why I feel like some people thought you were actually serious, because if Zion can't calm you down at this point, that means like you've actually reached that boiling point.
Yeah.
I felt like
what point?
when she thought that, when she was going around the house saying that she was leaving, I felt like a lot of some people
'Cause at that
took
point-
you seriously because
Yes.
if Zion can't talk to her, then
Because everyone saw in
You
the
know
house
what I
that I wasn't actually talking to her at that point.
you were not.
Yeah, I was not, because at that point I was actually like, I was really, because for
Do you
me,
think she was wrong in that situation with Onyeka? And
nah, not at all.
so why didn't you talk to her?
No, what made us have that fight wasn't even Onyeka and Chizoba.
So what was it?
It was the aftermath of that. Because what happened was, I told her I would bring Chizoba to come and apologize to you, and you apologize back.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's wrong? Like, I won't.
That's a fact.
Yeah. Yeah.
You capped on that too.
No,
No, we gotta move on.
No, because I'm waiting for him to land. He
Alright,
said
say
that,
that, say
and I
that.
said
Yes.
no.
Okay.
And that was not
See,
enough
wait,
reason to
hold
pick
on,
a
hold
fight with
on.
him
No,
for
no.
saying no.
I didn't pick a fight for, like, with her on that situation. What and I've told her this, made me pick a fight with her was the fact that I told her that she should do something. It wasn't even a matter of what I said she should do. It was like I told her to do something, and if she had said, I don't feel like doing it now, I'll do it at my own time, I would have been totally cool with it. Do it at your own time, just knowing that she would eventually do it.
Yeah.
You get, but she said no blatantly, and we weren't the only ones there.
She won't seek peace.
You get, and
So it was
other
an
people
ego
in-
thing for you.
not an ego thing.
But
it's
the fact
I
that
just felt like she like.
I want to throw one tricky question. The fact that they left before you in the house, do you think that makes her right, or it still makes her wrong for not seeking peace?
That who left before us.
Isn't it?
Ndune. Oh, no.
So Onyeka and
No, we actually left
They are
before
still-
them.
no,
They're
they are
still in the house.
Oh shit, my bad. I
Yeah.
thought you Indune, my bad. Okay, continue.
Yeah, so it wasn't for me. That the Chizoba situation, when she started insulting Chizoba, I was saying Chizoba to keep quiet. You get, I was saying like she shouldn't insult her back, because that should now provoke me to act in a situation like that. Because the
But was your tone saying don't don't mention my girl's name in your mouth or else I'm gonna come at you? Or was it saying, please don't say anything so she doesn't say more?
If you watch this, you see that I wasn't saying that. I was just like, shut up. Like,
the cameras were focused on her.
Okay.
Throughout.
You get
I'll keep her 100.
After that, I had to take her to the couch. To calm her down. And she was like, she's calm.
Yeah.
Because she was like, I know that she was calm. She was just ready for the smoke. And I know her when she gets like that. She's going to let everything go off.
Would you have liked him to be on your level at that time?
Exactly, you know. When I'm saying shut the fuck up, he's saying, yes, shut the fuck up, bitch. How dare you?
Bro, no.
That would have made good. That would have been a great show. Y'all have been like the toxic pair.
I feel you, but that should not be too, like, both of us acting.
I mean, and you know, the thing that really even got me pissed off when I started replaying the entire situation is this babe legit called me rude. Even went as far as saying I was misbehaving. So now you've already insulted me. Then I call you stupid and he's like, no, don't let it get to insults, no name calling. Like, Brad, she just called me rude and said I was misbehaving. Stupid is just...
That's against your character.
Exactly, do you understand? And I'm saying, well, you're stupid because if you think I'm rude or I was misbehaving, then something has to be wrong with you. Yeah. And you're telling me I'm insulting her. Yeah. Come on, that means you're telling me you're doing too much. And it's annoying.
Do you moving on to that perception of people saying that, because it was not just a lot of people thought you were rude.
That's because they came together to agree that I was rude.
Do you feel like that? Because I'll be very honest with you, I said it off camera to your team, to you as well. I felt like you reminded me of Jenny O, but with the same expression I expressed Jenny O was passionate. Jenny O was strong. She was a strong fucking woman. If you tell Jenny O once, she'll tell you 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. She'll tell the whole numbers. Jenny O was a threat.
Yeah.
I will say today, and I've said it before, I saw Jenny O as a threat. Yeah. I told Kosi that me and you need to get Jenny O out of the house this week. And I felt what made it easier was
the partnership thing.
Melly was the reason why at the time in the game a lot of people was not saying Jenny O's name. Okay. So a lot of people loved Melly.
Yeah.
So that week a lot of people were just like, yeah, we're gonna say their name. Because me and Kosi also kind of created that of she's an enemy to the house, she's bad energy, all that type of vibe.
Exactly.
And me personally, I was doing it for the game because I saw Jenny O as a threat.
Exactly.
And I needed to get her out of the game because you know what I mean? Especially towards me. I felt she was a threat for my game.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you were a threat for a lot of people's game in that house?
Oh, of course. Definitely. Like, you know, there were times when...
You're saying definitely, but...
Look. There were times when I speak, they're quiet. When the HOH is speaking, they can be rowdy and, you know, want to give their opinions. But when I'm like, this is my 2 cents, you don't have to listen.
Did you feel like you were always the head of house even when you're not the head of house?
Well, main character energy. I didn't go there to be supporting cast.
I love it.
Yes. I didn't go there to be supporting cast.
And so, that's 100%. That's 100%.
But you were not backing that shit up.
Exactly.
I was. You can't say that shit Zion, bro.
No. Look at it. The thing is, if both of us were, I was loving the fact that she was like that and the housemate took her like that because
you said it when both of you were together, but you didn't say it in public.
No, look, because I haven't told her this multiple times here that I know that they see us as threats. That's why they're moving like this.
You did say that. You did say that
because they were seeing us as threats, and it was a good thing.
Did you? I felt like you're saying we, but I felt they saw her more of a threat.
No, the thing is, they always saw us in the house, even multiple times. Even them OC, they'll come to me and tell us tell me they see us as...
You're really gonna believe the Mbadiwe twins right now?
No, I'm just saying, man, that's not good defense.
Those are like the biggest game players in the game right now.
Actually, they are. But this is from multiple mouths. I've heard this from even Tofa has told me this. Chizoba has told me this.
They saw your threat.
They saw us as strong contenders. So that automatically...
Who's Tofa's partner?
Surge.
Okay.
So that automatically
you don't come to your defense. You're
not
doing a
my
good
defense.
job right now, my guy.
I'm just saying, like,
Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Yeah.
And
No, but you were threats.
They didn't need to even say it. We knew it going into the game. Like, for us to go inside, and I 100% felt this, and I told her this, and this was how we moved going into the house, that we were definitely going to win the bag.
But what I'm saying is, were you a threat because of your strategy or because of her strategy?
Because of our strategy.
Because I feel like what made you a threat from a third party was she was active in the house. Like I said, in the first week, I thought she was picking fights. I thought she was looking for someone to score up on, to show like, I'm in the house. I'm looking for the biggest, baddest person here. And I'm going to whoop their ass to tell y'all, don't mess with me.
Yeah.
Second week, she was moving in that same energy. And I felt like the first interaction she got into, she showed her place. So
Exactly.
I felt like that made her a threat.
Exactly.
But you...
The thing is, in the game of Big Brother, being a threat doesn't just mean being a threat to the housemates.
Facts.
The game is played on the outside.
Facts.
We're just on the inside.
Facts.
You get so.
Facts.
It's why I kept saying, like, I loved what she was doing because it was good for the game. I've watched this game multiple times. I know how it moves, how the Raz or how the.
Did you watch the game more than you? You watch
no. She watches it more than me.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know how the troublesome or the girl that causes the like fights in the house. I know how they move in the game.
So you knew she was moving the main character energy.
Yeah, no. So I was playing on, like, we were playing on both sides, because if she was already taking the aggressive, the I'm ready to give you the smoke side, I also had to play the other side to get both sides working.
But it now seemed like we were not in sync.
That's what I kept trying to tell you, that it shouldn't seem like that, because you shouldn't see the game as us playing the game. You should see it as us in control of the game. You get, because if we're playing on both sides, the game is working on both wheels are working. If you have a lot of fans that are like, I love the violence, so you have this demographic. When you also have this demographic and everything is both working in your favor, it is now both wheels are working. The whole game is.
That's a good point you made. Do you believe that you guys are outside because you were not in sync? Because you used the word sync.
I feel like that contributed majorly to us not getting fans in the show.
I feel we didn't get fans in the show because we kept calling each other baby. Because I've seen lots of comments like that.
No, I mean, like, that's just bands.
Like that, yeah.
That's just bands. Like, even in social media, ordinarily, people would just be like, relationship people, I'm tired. Do you get me? But I don't think it's the baby thing that got us outside of the house. We could have still played our game and baby will be a movement. Do you get me? So I don't think it was baby.
Baby will just be more of a movement with baby backing up baby.
Exactly. But I think it was more or less of us not being in sync, because there were takes where people felt like we probably got together for the show. People felt the relationship was one-sided.
I won't lie, I felt that as well.
People felt the relationship was one-sided.
No, I felt like the relationship was put on because of the show.
Because you
said that you got in. You started talking in February, or was it January? January,
and we started dating.
February. So like I felt like, y'all just trying to like, maybe you were not dating, but you were kind of talking stage, go out a little bit. Then you Big Brother, y'all like same vibes. You were like, let's just do this together, be cute. You know what I mean? I didn't really think that y'all were like ride or die. You feel me? Like a 2-year relationship. I didn't think that. I'll be honest.
But it's not a matter of how far. It's how well and how we feel about each other.
I like that. I like
so,
that.
I feel like if we were on the same page, if we raked as much hell, Nigerians love a good show.
They do.
They love
the toxicity.
They love confident people as well. If you're going to start shit and stand on business, we'll ride with you. If you're going to start shit and cower out, just like, I can't even take you seriously. That sort of thing. And I feel like it's impacted in our game. It just seems off, one-sided, one person throwing the other person under the bus. Because how can I have an issue with someone? Next thing, you're having a conversation with the person, you're making it seem like I'm the crazy one.
No. I felt in his defense,
of course I
felt like he wasn't doing, like I said, he wasn't doing it in public. But after the confrontations you had with individuals, he talked to those individuals privately.
And it's easier for the housemates to spot.
I'm not talking like against you. I'm talking for you.
Yeah, but
I always told these housemates, you need to get to know Chinwe personally, because
that's the thing. You made it easier for them to push a narrative. Do you understand? Because the housemates can spot a stronger personality, and if they cannot get to you directly, they're going to come with the person closest to you, and that's what played out. So for every time they came to complain to you and you validated their complaints and be like, maybe when you get to know how you see it's different, you enable them to push a narrative that I was rude, strong-headed, some sort of way, and it's a narrative. It keeps once they're pushing it, you get one person to hear you out, another person to hear you out. It's a movement already, and they're going to leverage on that, and that was what played out.
It's me telling them that you are not like that.
Because every other person will be like, Zion is cool, I have a problem with Chinwe. Zion is cool, I have a problem with Chinwe. So yeah, I'm the problem. It's okay.
But I feel like he also kind of shut that down as well, because I don't remember who you were talking to, but you said, I don't want to hear that right now.
True, multiple times. Anytime a conversation was started, you didn't get to see. But every time a conversation was started, and the next thing they segue into is Chinwe. I'm like, I'm not trying to hear that. Like, you should not be talking to me about my girl in that manner in the first place. If you want to compliment my girl to me, cool, do that. But don't come and bring, she did this, she did that to me.
The next question I want to ask, don't think I'm trying to come for your character as a man, because I respect you as a man. I just want to say that before I ask the question. I respect you as a man, and I congratulate you for handling my sister. I think every Igbo woman is my sister, no matter what tribe. If you're Igbo, you're my sister. With respect and with care. I just want to throw this question to you, actually. Did he ever come to you to tell you that Nelly was filling him? That Nelly had actual, like she was getting that vibe.
We never had that sort of conversation.
Because I know you did when Suge made that remark of it's you.
Was directly speaking to me, so it's only normal to have that sort of conversation.
Why I asked that question? Because he said that he caught the vibe. He knew that.
Yeah, so...
No, he never spoke to me about it.
No, she told me on multiple occasions that she's seen how Nelly is moving. That Nelly
not on multiple occasions. There was a one-time incident that happened when she came to the garden and she was literally like rubbing on his shoulders. Yeah, so that didn't sit right with me. So I spoke about that. But subsequently, I didn't think, she was going to go there.
Of course, she never went there. As you know, she never went there.
I feel like she's a strong character. She made sure like she was not a pushover. Exactly. She was like, this is my territory. Exactly. I feel like she locked that in.
And I also love that in too. That's why nobody came to me. I did love that in.
You just... No. But your breasts are throwing me off. Bro. Stop breathing. Like, what is it? She's like, what? That's all, my brother.
Because she knows this. Like, she told me multiple times in the house that she feels like Nelly is feeling or wants to come at me. Nelly never did. And I kept saying that Nelly never did.
But you got the vibe though.
I got the vibe from outside. The same vibe she got, I got. But she made it open to me.
But you never brought it up to her though.
Because it was not a vibe that I was even feeling.
So you didn't even entertain it?
The same thing when she told me about Suge, I did not engage the situation. Because my own thing is...
But you were silent for like a good 2 minutes.
Bruh, of course.
I felt like low-key... Let me be honest. I felt like when she said that, you were kind of betrayed by Suge, because I felt like Suge was like... I felt like you were trying to be guys with the guys.
Exactly. So now, check this out.
Like he was trying to talk to your girl, because y'all came into the house like... This is my girl, this is my guy, you feel me? So this nigga trying to talk to my girl is like, yo, that's fucked up. I'll be honest with you.
Check this out, because me, I'm thinking about multiple scenarios. Like I'm thinking about so many things. Like
you're thinking about the individual game.
No. I was thinking about because it was like
it seemed like you were thinking about individual.
I was thinking about multiple things. Like firstly, Suge has always acted like my guy.
Yeah.
And I've talked to him about multiple situations. He never acted like he was off. That's when I started seeing Suge as
so off. After she told you that, so you were like, what's
I was thinking of so many things. I was like, so this guy is a snake. So this guy is actually like this. I thought about confronting him. But then I also thought about
the game.
Nah. like, is it even worth its component? Because her already telling me already shows me
she wasn't interested
who she is.
Okay.
Because only your girl can tell you the kind of girl that she is. You can.
So why didn't you tell her about Nelly? Like, yo,
I didn't
do you
tell
see
her
this
about
shorty
Nelly.
trying to like approach me?
Me telling her about Nelly is me telling her that there is a problem.
Competition.
That there is a problem. even.
Okay.
Nelly
So you were
was
thinking
not a
about the
problem.
bigger picture.
Multiple times, if you watch the show, multiple times I was telling Femi and Mickey that there is no competition in this house. They told me that multiple times that there's going to be girls that are going to be bad. What do you feel? Nelly's ass. We talked about Nelly's ass so much. Like that was so okay. That should be
Don't
something
go
I'm
there.
going to bring
Don't go
up.
there.
Yeah, but like if I saw a girl in the house that was like competition, like a problem to me,
Like you were attracted to?
like a problem, like if
You were attracted to? When you say
Yes,
problem, means
yeah.
you were attracted. Okay.
attracted to, and maybe she's making advances.
Okay.
Then I'm not saying that, oh, there is a fucking problem.
You
right
tell
here.
her?
Definitely.
Cap.
Bro,
Yeah, I
definitely.
got cap on that. Cap.
No,
I'm gonna hold it. I'm
That's
gonna keep it 100 with you.
Cap.
I feel like I don't think you were attracted to Nelly, but I don't think
Yeah.
if there was a girl you were attracted to in that house,
Yeah.
you would tell her. I don't think you would.
Bro, I would definitely tell her.
You would?
I would definitely
You're
tell her.
better than me.
Bro, we talk about girls. Me and my girl. Like we talked. Like we
But I just feel like there was no. Do you feel like? Do you feel in your head that he was feeling Nelly at the time?
No, like, I didn't even think he was looking in that direction. But
That's
coming
all.
out of the house and hearing a lot of Nelly conversations, I'm just like,
Because
you
I feel like after you saw the hand on the shoulder like that like she was kind of like you said,
Yeah, that
she
was
was
overstepping.
overstepping.
yeah,
It created a tension with y'all, and we felt it.
okay,
We definitely felt it as an audience. So,
yeah.
are you surprised by with the Nelly like questions and conversations? Because
yeah.
and also like you had a problem with Suge too. Then they became a couple, and Suge trying to talk to her. So it was like, is this a square or is it a triangle? Like we don't know.
That sort of thing. Yeah, it's just, but I mean, as much as like I said, that was a one-time thing I caught from her, and she didn't move like that again, around me. So me hearing now that he even felt like she was moving to him, I'm just like, you should have told me now. You should have told me, because the entire time in the house I kept saying the energy between myself and her is off, and I couldn't pinpoint why it was off.
Did you feel like a triangle was
No, I didn't think it was triangle based. Doesn't say it. I just thought maybe it was just how females can be now.
Trying to step on your
See another
toes.
female that you feel like
You're threatened
you
by.
can beef, and then there's a rivalry somewhere there. So I felt that was what that was about. Do you get me?
Yeah.
So if I had
think
even
that's what it's about.
if I had known, look,
that's what
She was trying to use you to get to her.
No. I think she felt threatened by Chinwe. Because
So was she trying to use you to get to her?
now she couldn't, like, I don't know if that was her game plan.
No.
Maybe.
My point is,
Yeah.
if you had even given me the slightest idea that you feel like this baby's feeling you like that and stepping to you, it could have
But she
given
did
me
step
it
to
could have
me,
given me
that's
good
the thing.
leverage.
No, I felt like
Definitely. I could have
Come
actually.
on, her a little bit more.
Then I would know there's something that is causing this beef, and because it's one thing to beef, it's another thing to beef unnecessarily.
Because I felt
But
like
this was a necessary beef at this point in
But
time.
if I was to tell her that there is something, I have to give her a scenario. There was
Exactly.
no scenario where Nelly actively or even made. The only time she touched me in a way that was maybe
Your shoulder.
unprofessional, it was because
professional.
so and she caught it. So if it was a situation where I didn't come and tell her that, oh, Nelly touched me on my shoulder, she saw it. She was right there, and at that point, her and Nelly were still cool.
Did you shut it down immediately?
No, she did shut it down, but she told me in the kitchen, even with Ruti, and then she was like, "You will go there, I'll get they rub your shoulder." She was like, "Oh," I was like, "Bro." I was like, "From where now? Where this one come from?" Like, I was like, where is all this coming from?" Because I felt like Nelly was her friend.
Did you do all of that when Suge was making advances? You were like, no.
But Suge was touchy feeling.
Yeah, he did touch.
Suge held your hand.
You saw that.
Yeah. He held your hand.
This was denying the most. Like, when did that
He
happen?
held your hand.
When did what happen?
He was like,
It was actually
is it okay if I do this? She was like, it's okay. She was like, she was like, it's okay.
He was
She
actually
didn't tell me
flirting.
She was like, it's
mentioned
okay.
it.
I mean, but she didn't. She was kind of like, I felt like she was kind of gauging what he's trying to do. Not that she was trying to. I feel like she knew what he was trying to do, but she didn't want to be.
I wanted him to speak on it.
Yeah, she wanted him to be sure. She wanted to be sure.
So when he
it's
spoke
not like
on
she's
it,
being crazy.
When he spoke on it, I saw the need to create boundaries immediately. You know, I think that was the beginning of the end of that friendship, because you have now told me your intentions, and I'm not in a place to reciprocate your feelings.
So do you feel like
I'm going
him?
to create boundaries so you don't overstep.
So do you feel like him and Nelly's relationship is just kind of like a substitute? You were the main option. Like you.
I wouldn't even say I was the main option, because he moved to Ruthie, he moved to Victoria.
Goddamn.
Yeah, he was pitching. He was
fishing.
fishing everywhere, literally. Yeah, before he eventually moved to Nelly.
So
and even
that's
before
his
he
game?
moved, yeah, it was his game. Even before he moved to Nelly, he was still trying to see if there was something with Anita, if he could go for Anita while Tofa goes for Nelly.
His partner's girl.
And no, so there was a switch.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, there was a switch.
Because
Actually,
Nelly was entertaining both Tofa and
she was
Suj.
entertaining. She spoke to us
What about
about
Mayo?
Tofa.
Wasn't she talking
She
to
was
Mayo?
entertaining Mayo
As well.
also.
She spoke to us about Tofa
Yeah.
in the game lounge. You know, she was like, "Oh, she doesn't know she's feeling Tofa. He seems like a good guy."
She told you
and
personally?
he's feeling, the both of us.
Yeah. And Tofa told me in one of like our first Saturday night party, he came to me, was like, bro.
Oh, Nelly, they kill me.
It was like, oh my god, Nelly
I didn't know what he said, but I knew when he came to you at the Saturday party, bro.
He was
Shout
like,
out to the
bro.
DJ that night, bro. It was sure.
Yeah. But like, bro, Nelly want to come between me and my guy. I was like, bro, how? Come on. Because of course I knew that Nelly is like she was moving for Tofa, moving for Suj, moving for Mayo. But Tofa and Suj are a pair.
Do you think this is your game, or like
I feel they
it
are
just
together for
happened the
game.
way it happened?
They're together for the game, actually.
You know, I feel like going into the Big Brother's house, everybody goes in with a strategy. Everybody goes in with how they want to play the game, how they feel they want to play the game. So I feel like especially the Aces pair, Suj and Tofa, going into the house, their game was to get in ships, and even
Yeah, y'all turn Big Brother's house to Love Island.
and even destroy already existing ships.
Ships, yeah.
So I feel that was why he was being off flirting with me and trying to move to me first, you
Yeah.
know, to see
Create
how
a triangle.
solid,
Yeah.
create a triangle, see how solid my relationship was with Zion. Because even so far, I was trying to ask me some questions based off my relationship with Zion in the first week, and I could tell, you know, it was him trying to gather feedback for his partner.
Definitely.
Okay.
You know? So I feel like them going into the house, they wanted to be in a ship. They wanted to create triangles and see how it worked out.
break
But
some ships too.
Being in there, it was a totally different ball game. People have a mind of their own. They're not going to say because your strategy is to act like this, then they're going to entertain you. So ending up with the partners they ended up with was just a matter of convenience. Do you understand?
You feel that way as well?
Definitely. And even on the side of Nelly and Anita, I feel like Nelly and Anita actually got with Suj and Tofa for the game, for game purposes.
But moving on to what, like, because of what you said, I feel like, so what you're basically saying is that was your strategy, but you shut down that strategy when you shut down Suj
Yeah.
by coming to him.
Yeah.
But I felt like you not coming to her kind of encourage, like put her in her head that you were feeling Nelly, to even moving on to say that Nelly stole her jewelry. Because that's what I want to move into.
Nah, because
what the fuck went up with that,
should
bro?
have never
So
said
that was
that.
an actual misunderstanding.
Yeah.
The entire
Because the
jury-
camera didn't catch that conversation that
Yeah.
y'all had. So what was
Yeah, I
that
heard the
conversation
current-
about?
So the entire jury thing was a misunderstanding. I walk up to the dressing room. He was with me,
Yeah.
and then I see my jury pouch outside of my locker. I'm livid. I'm instantly upset. Like, who dare? You know.
24 carats a lot.
I mean,
Exactly.
who
So,
dare come in here?
And in that moment, you see
pick-
that I was with her because it was a very valid situation.
Yeah.
You get me?
You get, I was
Sad.
100%
So
serious.
That
I'm
was
out
like,
here.
serious.
I'm out here going off, and then Suj comes in and says, "Oh, Nelly found it in her laundry bag when she was doing laundry earlier today, and she asked a couple of people. They said it wasn't there, so she kept it there. Now that don't make any sense to me because I share a locker with you, right?" this is your locker, this is my locker. I
So you
feel
guys are
like
neighbors, basically.
Yeah,
Neighbors, yeah.
I feel like if you see something that isn't yours, you should ask me, because there are times when she's trying to get ready and she puts her stuff on my bags and I don't complain about it. You know, I understand it's hers. So I feel like if I even see something that doesn't belong to me in my personal space, I'm still gonna ask you, is this yours?
Yeah.
That's the order of things. But you bypassed me, you boycotted me, and went to ask people that were even across
At the other side.
at the other side, and you didn't ask me. And then when they said it wasn't theirs, you still didn't ask me. You just kept it out in the open.
But in her defense, do you feel like she didn't feel like she could come up to you because of your history?
Yeah, so that we hadn't had a fallout at that time.
Okay.
There was just
Bad energy.
there was just heavy energy between the both of us. But it's not like there was an actual fallout that we had quarrels, pyro or something. Do you understand? And it's a simple, is this yours? Oh, it's mine. Oh, I found it in my jewelry bag. You know, oh, thank you, and I'll keep it. So now I've already gone off, and even after Suj said it, I was still like, yeah, whatever. And because how can you see something that is not yours and not ask? I just keep it out there, you know. I felt it was even a setup at first. The next morning, I was in laundry, and she steps up to me and says, "Can she have a conversation with me?" I'm like, "Cool, let's talk," you know. And she said, she had not done her laundry in a while. She was doing her laundry and eventually saw my jewelry pouch in her laundry bag. And she didn't know who had it, so she asked a few people. They said it wasn't theirs, so she kept it out there with the intention of asking Big Brother who to find out who had the jewelry. It didn't exactly make sense. Do you understand? And then she's like, only for her to wake up and hear that I was calling her names. I was calling her armed robber, thief, waiting rich. Waiting rich like
You
that.
call him a thief?
I was like, the armed robber that brought this before I even knew it was her.
Fair.
So when she explained her side of the story to me, I now explained my side of the story. That I went into the locker room, I found my jewelry out there. I'm mad. Like, who would dare
Facts.
put it out there? Do you get me? And you know, I went off based on the fact that if I even told her, I'm like, you could have even asked me if it was mine. Do you get me? And she was like, yes, she understands and she's sorry about that. I'm like, it's okay. I wasn't trying to insult you directly. You know, it was just something that happened. And
Trigger, yeah?
yeah, and I went off based on how I felt in the moment until Suj came to clear up the air. So after having the conversation we had, I didn't want to have that sort of conversation with anybody else in the house. So it's not like I'm forwarding a narrative of my stuff being stolen and, you know, her name is getting involved in it. You get me? It was even after a while, the ninth prior to when Ruthie left, that's when Ruthie now had to tell me that, oh, she was the one that saw my jewelry pouch.
Her earrings were in there.
Yeah, she kept it in Nelly's. I was even going.
Those are earrings, right?
Yeah, I was even like,
So it's like
I even told
couple
Zion.
earrings.
I even told Zion, I'm like, the person who had the audacity to put metal
To put that
in my pouch when I have 24 carats.
I was like,
A lot of
I've seen
people.
this before.
That's why when Nelly was explaining to Suj, when she apologized to Suj, she apologized to you, but she was talking to Suj. I remember she was. I think it was Suj. She was saying that she thought it was a setup with you and Ruthie.
It wasn't even. That wasn't even the
Because
situation.
Ruthie's
so.
earrings were in there, so she was like, "Oh, everybody in the house is trying to slander my name," you know, because at that time the divide was clear. So she felt like, "Oh, your side was trying to slander her name."
I was even going off on the person that even put their. I didn't know it was Ruthie's jewelry that was in there.
So I was like, I'd seen
I'm like,
them
you
before.
put metal where I keep gold. Like, how dare you? You know, I was actively going off. So it wasn't even a matter of it was this person. If it was another person that did it,
No,
I was
to be
still
fair,
gonna go off on the person.
to back her off, I remember the second week I lost my gold chain. Like, it was my grandfather's gold chain, bro. I was like, nobody's leaving that week. No one's leaving the house that week. Bro, I was about to shut down. I was like, nobody's. I knew the water. That's like nobody is leaving the house that week until I find this chain. And I just had to retrace my steps, and I found it in the garden. I was like, oh, thank God. But I didn't wear that thing again. I put it in my bag immediately. I was like, I'm not wearing this chain again. But moving on to that, I bring that up because I'm very curious about your love language. A lot of people are big on love languages, physical touch, words of affirmation, stuff like that. I just learned love language 2021, so I'm new to it. I want to know your love language because constantly you were always looking for guarantee from him? Because your quickest thing was to say that, oh, he don't see you finish, he's come to the house, he's seen other girls, he wants to talk to them. Was that your actual perception, or was it just you, or did he not make you feel confident that y'all were a pair in the house? Not just a pair, but like relationship.
Yeah, so I felt like there was a point in the house where I felt there was a disconnect between myself and Zion in the house.
A point or a lot of points?
No, a point actually. I think the tipping point was the first actual big fight we had when the time I said I wanted to go home. Right? And it was in that time, it was very clear to me that there was a disconnect between the both of us. And the weeks after, we tried to work on it up until the week where my friends left and I felt really lonely and alone in the house. And this was the point where I was saying, look, this is not how we are in real life. You know, in real life, we spend more time together. We're all touchy-feely, you know. My love language, like you asked, quality time, physical touch, acts of service, gifts giving. I'm big on gifting.
No words of affirmation.
Yeah, words of affirmation are nice, but for me, action speaks louder than words.
Fair.
So I'm more of the action sort of babe than
None of this
words.
hurts you like,
I'm more of the action sort of babe than what you have to say, because anybody can sweet talk you. I can sweet talk you if I want to, and you know, it doesn't mean anything to me. So I'd rather your actions speak. And I was speaking based off his actions, based off the vibe I was getting from him at the time. It just seemed like there was a huge disconnect between us, and yeah, it wasn't just sitting right with me. And he was basing it on the fact that in relationships you mature, and I'm just like, I'm not about to mature in my relationship, you know. If it's not going to be as hot as it was in the beginning, then why are we doing it? Why are we maturing?
So this brings us back to where I said, being in the house, you know that there are cameras everywhere. True. So the way I am,
a lot of you were aware of the cameras.
Yeah. So the
I
way
think I was
am,
the only person that wasn't caring about the cameras.
Look, she doesn't actually like.
I didn't really give much F's about it.
For me, yeah, it's now a thing of doing it like the way we are outside. I'm a wild guy. I like to. And I feel like I did that so much with her. Like she got used to that, and she also wanted it like exactly like that inside the house. And for us to do that inside the house, it will be like doing too much. Fair. So I didn't want to actually be like that in the house. But
I feel like you played it safe.
I won't lie, you did.
No, in that aspect,
yeah,
yes.
I feel like you played it safe.
In a lot of aspects.
No,
I feel like
I won't say safe, but you were strategic. I feel like she might think you were overly strategic in the sense of safe. I just feel like you were strategic.
No, I had to be because there are things because we're coming outside to the real world where brands would wanna you get.
Yeah.
So it's not a thing of you have to be yourself, but recognize where you are. There are places you go to, and I saw that it's so that the places you go to that you can show every emotion you have, happiness, sadness, anger, wrath, everything. But there are places you also go to that you know you have to downplay your sadness. You have to downplay your anger. Because that is what will give you more advantage in this situation you are in. So recognizing where you are at every point in time, but being your authentic self still is being your original and authentic self.
But do you think you did not effectively communicate that with your partner?
No, I did.
I feel like if we had the conversation prior to going into the show, it could have been a different ball game. But us going into the show, we agreed to go there and be ourselves. In fact, us auditioning for the show, I said something to him. I'm like, you see how we are? It's mad. If people get to see us like this, they'll go crazy. Exactly, you know. So we're going in with that mindset, and then we get there and you just
but I was switch off.
Flipped the script exactly.
So did that throw you off? Did that throw your game off? Because it sounds like you developed a different strategy to what strategy you're going to the house.
If we had even discussed, like, okay, babes, this is how it's going to work. You'll be like this, let me be like this. different. I will not highlight certain lapses even when I notice it.
Yeah.
I'll just play cool or act like it didn't just happen. Do you get me?
Yeah.
But this is me seeing you like, bruh, this is not what we discussed. What's going on? And I'm going to speak on it regardless, And I'm saying one thing, you're saying another thing. It's like we're not in sync, like I said earlier, and it definitely it rubbed us on a certain way.
But we actually discussed us being in the game, and you being like you taking the girl side while I take the guy side. So
that's in terms of building alliances.
Yeah.
Do you get me? Now building alliances is you saying, oh, be more friendly with the girls, and be more friendly with the guys. That's totally fine. But that's not our strategy was to be the way we are going in there. Like
I felt like you were a very strong figure with the girls, even at a point where I felt that you were affecting the Flourish pair. Like, I felt like at a point, Ruthie was listening to you more than DJ Flo.
Yeah.
She was coming to you more for like consulship, advice than DJ Flo.
Yeah, I get that.
And I said that to her in an interview as well. And I asked DJ Flo how she felt about that. I felt like, and also with Hani and Wendy at a point, you were kind of their mom.
Yes.
To be honest.
True.
Yes.
That's the thing. That's the strong personality thing that they cut at first. Yeah. But you know how it is when you're somewhere and your partner is watering it down. It's just
how, bruh? That's your partner.
Come on, your partner. I'm not gonna blame you, man.
There is no way. The thing is, when people in the house see me as a strong partner, they also know that my partner is strong because they know that she's strong.
Okay.
And they told me multiple times. But the thing is, it's not her saying it's me, bro. You get. But it's not a thing of she was strong with the girls in the first week. That was dope. Like it was amazing. I think the only problem we had the first week was between us.
Then she became a target.
But no. And that wasn't even privy to the fans. I mean to the housemates. It was just a small squabble we had.
No, I don't even think your squabble. She just became a target because of her energy.
Her energy now made the girls see her as a threat more than someone they could come to as. Because before the house, I even told her like she needs an assembling squad for she should get some friends that will be her assembling squad.
Help me get into my clothes,
get into her dresses
because I went with a lot of couture outfits.
So if it was a point where there were guys, because there could have not been any guys in the house that want to fuck with her. I don't know if I can say fuck on the show.
No, you can say whatever you want on the show.
That want to fuck with her.
What do you mean by fuck with her?
Like mess with my girl.
Like step with her.
Actually.
The guys even knew better than to want to catch that smoke with me. Because their situations.
Catch that smoke with you or him?
With me.
Because did he? If he made the way you put your boundary, this is my nigga. Exactly. Did he put her this is my shorty, this is her. Don't talk to her.
That's what he's saying.
Nah, what do you say?
Nah, from a viewer's standpoint, do you feel like I did that?
I think you did, but
exactly.
But she's differently.
She likes
she's your partner.
No, she likes to act like I was just.
You're not doing enough.
Not having her back. But you know differently.
They be like that sometimes.
Like
that sometimes. Look at her, but she has such a mischievous ass smile, man. That is crazy. What? Nah, but what is your beef with Ibuka?
I don't know.
Do you feel like Ibuka dead ass? Because I said that I feel like this is the only season. I feel like you caused that. You made Ibuka a big plot line in this season.
Did I?
You did in your individual diary session after you capped and were like, oh, I didn't say this, I didn't say that. Like I said, guys, Chinwe is a beautiful Igbo woman. Their emotions sometimes they say stuff they don't mean. In that diary session, especially that moment, I felt like you were saying stuff you don't mean because you did say those things and Big Brother called you out.
Yeah, I said things in that line, but Ebuka pretty much summarized it. Yeah. So I'm saying he should have.
Were you angry at him because
he should have used my words?
No, what I'm saying is did you feel like he kind of put you out there to dry? Because a lot of people on the comment section, social media, Ibuka is putting certain people out to dry, but he's not putting out the Mbadiwe twins because I feel like the Imba twins right now are the biggest game players in the game.
No, they certainly are the biggest game players in the game.
And I'll say that why are the housemen not catching that right now?
Why didn't you catch that?
I did.
Niggas in the house when you in the house.
I told her this, that the next time we go into their room, we should nominate Mbadwe twins, and I think
You were all cozy with them before.
bro, we can be cozy.
Thank you.
Yes,
Even
of
the
course.
fights we had, I'll be like,
Yes, no.
are you going to your besties there?
You can be cozy.
Yeah.
But I'm still gonna put you up if I know that your gameplay is gonna affect my gameplay.
Right now, they're
That's
controlling
why
the
we're
whole
in the
house, right? In my
They
opinion.
certainly are.
You
You
get
know.
They cause it. I mean,
they are controlling the whole housemates, and I peeped that the week, no, I think 2 weeks before that, that before we came out, I peeped that, and I told her that we should put them up when next we get into the room to nominate.
he did. But you,
Yes,
like
sir.
I said, Igbo woman's intuition. You peeped the.
Already from week one, I already clocked. I already seen where they were playing at. From, even
Did you clock it after they deceived you that you were going to be head of house or before?
before. So prior to that HOH play thing, I think myself and Zion had an altercation where it seemed like they were telling him that he's a cool guy, but he should get he should get to know other housemates some more. And they made it seem like I was restricting him from getting to know, especially the females. Remember the fight we had, especially the females. So I'm like, these guys are making it seem like we're cool, and you're saying this sort of thing to Zion, which means you're trying to sow seeds between us. So at that point, I had clocked it, and there was an attitude from me to them, And I think it was myself and OC that spoke about it in the pool party. Still, we reconciled and moved past it, And then that was why they came to offer me the HOH thing, based off peace offering. But at that point, I'm seeing it as maybe you're trying to solidify the alliance we were supposedly trying to form in the first week. But it turned out that they were also trying to play the game. They were trying to divide the house.
Playing the game.
It was a divide and conquer situation for them, and I feel like the way he trusted them made it easier for them as well.
And that's what I'm saying. I felt like with the way he was even talking about them when he was talking to Ibuka, because I watched your interview with Ibuka, you sounded more from a side of wow, like bro, I'm disappointed, like a sign of disappointment, because like I felt that because even the words you said that they are not trying to be themselves because it's a game, so they're always the game 24/7.
They are on game 24/7.
Do you think that is bad? Because it's a game.
It's a game, yeah, but you doing that actually, like, there are attributes you show on the show that makes people know who you are or how you can be in real life. If you can't, because it's one thing to be on game for the first week, you get, but to be on game 24/7 every fucking day, that means, bruh, you can be a sneaky motherfucker in real life.
Does that make me a good gamer, or does that make me sneaky?
That makes you fucking sneaky. Like,
Not a good gamer.
It makes you a good gamer, yeah. Because that will favor you in this type of game.
It's favoring them.
It's favoring them in this type of game.
They've never been nominated.
Yeah, exactly. But in real life, do you want people like that around you? Knowing that,
What if they're not like that in real
you can't
life?
trust every word that comes out.
So what if you are taking the game to heart?
Nah, it's one thing to, when you see someone struggling in a game, you know that this person is someone that's actually trying to play the game and is not a pro. But to be a pro, that means you've had practice. And for you to practice how to be sneaky, that means you are a sneaky motherfucker in real life.
To be fair, they're actors in real life, so
You get, so they've had practice for this. I don't know from where. I'm just saying, to do that, like, it makes me see you as a shady person in real life, and it's just in the game. Okay, I peep you have game, good. Maybe I won't copy your game,
Fair.
but in real life,
So you think that's how they move in real life?
I'm just trying to say, maybe.
Fair. Fair. Moving on to you, because Mickey had a lot to say about you and your energy.
yeah.
He said he won't date you if you're like the last shorty on the earth.
Oh, Mickey?
Mickey.
Mickey had that to
When did he say
say.
this?
Mickey
Amazing
said
stuff.
he would never marry Chinwe if she or him was the last babe, and those things, like, bro, he said he wouldn't fuck with you, bro. If you were the last babe on earth, he wouldn't date you.
You know, the thing is,
Basically, he felt bad for. That's another thing why everybody thought this nigga was suffering. But he loves it.
That's the thing.
Everybody needs to know Zion knows what he walked into. He loves toxicity. Just like me, I love a little bit. I love a little bit of toxicity.
If you dated,
Igbo women are Africa's Latino women, bro.
exactly.
Facts.
I was just about to say that.
Facts.
If you dated Puerto Ricans are
Facts.
Latinos. I've had Puerto Ricans.
So you love toxicity.
So it's not like I don't
You're a
see
toxic ass nigga. You're a toxic ass nigga.
I'm just like, some people just see like a girl that has her opinions as a problem.
True.
That is not a problem. That is someone that you can live in a room filled with men and know that you have 100% trust in them. You feel me? I don't want a girl that's easily flipped.
Say that again, bro. That's a strong ass statement. Say that
You feel
again.
me?
Bro.
I don't want a girl that's easily flipped.
No, say what you said again. Say what you said
I need to have
again.
a girl that I know I can leave, I can send to my business, to my place of work, where there are only men working there, doing some hard shit, and I know that she can take charge and do what she needs to do.
And that's the show you right here?
That's how I move, bro.
That's a woman, am I right?
Yes, sir.
Come
Bro,
on now.
like that's how I move. Like,
Come on now. Come on now. What other assurance are you looking for?
Bro, you can't see my girl and see, bro, I'm finna take Zion's girl. Bro, from where?
From who?
How?
It's even funny is Mickey saying that because Mickey.
Bro.
Mickey.
Like,
No, that's
surprised.
You're wild, bro. You're wild. But like that's what he said because like maybe he can't just handle. Do you think he can handle a strong character like your woman?
Bro, I'm an alpha and I like an alpha babe.
Come on, man.
That's how I move.
Energy.
When you have both alphas running things, that's alpha energy all the way.
Alpha kids.
So you get those are two strong personalities. You know what stock
Well,
you're coming from.
Yeah, she's
Bro.
looking at you. She's like, I'm gonna rip his beard.
Bro, so it's just a thing. And I understand why some guys don't move like that because they feel like they want
Threaten. Yeah, submissive woman.
When she needs to be so when she needs to with me she's
She
not like
was.
that.
She showed that
She
in the house.
cries a lot when she's with me.
She did.
That is her showing a side that she doesn't show to people. See and they feel like, oh, this is an aggressive babe.
She never cried in front of everybody else. Only you.
You get so that's how you know that you are with your woman and
Facts.
she's with you
Facts.
as a man.
Facts.
And both parties playing their roles. So some men don't feel like they can have that with some men see some girls and they're like, bruh, you know if you did this one like this, like that. Bro, there's no girl you can't take. That's just it.
I mean, I feel like the closest Mickey would ever come close to a babe like me in his entire life is in his imagination.
God.
It can never happen
You
in
did
real
not have
life.
to do my guy like that. You didn't have to do
So
my
he should
guy
keep
like
dreaming.
that.
He should keep being delusional.
That is what Mickey. Yo, free Mickey, bro. Free Mickey, bro. Nah, but honestly and truthfully, what was I gonna say, bro? I was gonna say something right now. I lost my thought. She actually just did Mickey, bro. Threw my train of thought out of here. That is good. Would you change anything
From the show.
Would you change anything? How you move the game, how you play the game. Would you change anything?
For me, it's still the same girl, you know.
Would you back
I'll
her up?
still own my authenticity. I'll still be myself. The only thing I could have done differently was the whole voluntary exit talk because
You wanna show that weakness?
they smell blood. Like you
They
said,
smell blood.
you know.
They
So
smell
that
blood.
was a moment of vulnerability that it would have been nice to keep outside of the rest of the house.
I agree with you. That question was more for you.
Will I change anything?
Would you back up a little bit more?
No. The thing is,
Keep the same energy?
the way I was in the house, yeah, that's me being me. That's me going into the house. If I was to go into the house again, I would not go inside trying to not be me.
Were you guys a pair? Or as an individual? Be honest.
After doing the pair thing,
Would you guys a pair as an individual?
we could go as a pair again.
Sorry, you're
No,
not.
definitely go as a
No,
pair
we
again.
could.
No,
You're
we
not
could
asking
go as a
the
pair
question.
again. No, I'll definitely want
Would
to say
Zion sign the contract to go
go
as
as
a
an
pair or as an individual?
Now, if the opportunity was to come,
Nah,
I would
Zion,
go.
you ain't answering the question.
Bro, I'm telling you the truth.
The opportunity is up to you.
Yeah.
Pair or individual? Would Zion
Wait,
go
so-
as Zion or was he go as Zinwe?
So if opportunity was to come again and they bring both and it is
Nah.
pair, or
Choose
just
one.
individual.
Choose one.
to choose one from
Choose
both,
one.
and the pair has to be my girl again. Definitely.
No, you're trying to be sly. Don't do that shit,
bro.
The pair is your girl. Single is you. Would you go in the game with your pair or as an individual?
Bro, I have my girl already.
I ran.
I'm telling you the truth. Me going to the house alone, that would be a setup for me. That would be a setup because me going to the house alone, I'm gonna be looking at like, bro, I have to be here for maybe 71 days again with my girl not being with me. Bro, how am I gonna? I know the struggles Femi and Mickey had in the house that they kept telling me about. They were on heat. I don't want to be on heat, bro. I'll be in the house with my girl so I can think straight. That's it.
How about you? Pair or individual?
I mean, I'll totally do it with Zion if he's going to move differently. He swears to move differently this time around.
Listen, you want me to
We're
cause
going
chaos?
to go there. We're going to shake things up. We're going to set the house on
wants you to
fire.
cause fucking
literally.
chaos.
So you want me to cause chaos?
That's why it's an adventure.
Cause chaos, baby!
Not every day you get to cause chaos, you know?
Yo!
I mean, why not?
Moving on, your conversation with Femi.
Yeah.
You told Femi that a ship in the house. First of all, let me ask that question. Sean is my boy, and he's Sheg's boy.
Yeah.
Sheggs is a former housemate of the house, who was in a ship, a very big ship that's still going on to today.
Beautiful
Shout out,
ship.
beautiful ship. Him and Bella. Do you feel like, first of all, Sean was just moving on with his boy's tactic of just getting into a ship as early as possible to move on in the house?
But I mean, even Sheggs and Bella did not kick off like
They
almost
did
immediately.
very quickly.
Was it that
Very
quick?
quickly.
Because I feel like Bella still,
First week.
Well, Sheggs still had to chase Bella, but in
But
day
first
two,
week.
One it chase Sean.
When it chased Sean, in day
One it
two,
chased
they're
Sean.
already holding hands, they're already hugging, she's already marking territory.
I feel
you know.
like Sean went along with it because he felt like this was going to be good for the game. Definitely.
You feel like he was thinking on like,
Game
a
standpoint.
ship will help me.
Definitely.
Because a lot of you in the
I've
first
seen
week,
how it played out
a
for
lot of people in the
Sheggs
first
and
week were
Bella.
looking for a ship. I mean, you guys came in as a ship, so. But a lot of people were looking for a
Yeah,
ship
they were.
actively the first
Orica
week.
was definitely looking for a ship.
Oh yeah, she went to everybody.
She was like, bruh.
She went to everybody.
Bro, what's going on?
Everybody.
She
I'm
was
surprised she didn't
everywhere.
go to you. You're like, leave your man, go to someone else. Facts.
Bruh.
That's crazy, bro. She really was. She was. And that's why I thought she was really going to leave the first week because, like, she was in everybody's face. Join this ship. Join this ship. Join this ship.
Oh, see, I didn't even take note of that as much.
No, he was everywhere.
Yeah.
I mean, because you were in a ship, so she didn't come to you.
know,
But
right?
you came to Femi and said, Sean and Wani, they did the dirty under the covers.
Oh, definitely.
Were you in the same room?
No, I wasn't in the same room.
How the hell do you know?
I was actually downstairs.
You heard her?
No, I was no. So I was downstairs with my babe. We were both sitting down. Then
In the dining.
In the dining. So we saw, like, you know, the stairs. Yeah, we saw Wani upstairs, backed against the wall, looking down and
He even asked her, I said, how far? Why
was-
did you observe like that?
So
She
at
said
this- so
nothing.
at this point-
Mid?
No. I don't
Mid
know.
or
No, so
not
after?
mid, like before they went into
Before
the
they
room
went in.
to do it.
He looked at you and said, "How are you observing?"
No, I was
He
asking
looked at
her, why are you
her.
observing the
Like she was
environment?
watching. She was watching people
Because for me, at
who
this
was going
point,
to
I
come
didn't-
up, you know.
I didn't think anything like this was going to happen. I just thought maybe she's observing for her own reasons.
They did in a bedroom.
So I actually forgot about this.
They did in the bedroom.
Yeah, in the
That's a
bedroom.
bad move.
In sunrise. So it's like,
Sunrise.
Sunrise.
What type of horny shit is going on in that house?
after like 5 minutes, Ruthie goes up the stairs because this time around, Wani had already gone into the room
Into the
with
room,
Sean. Ruthie goes up the stairs. I said, how far? She said, so she goes upstairs. She opens the room. He was on top of her and he came down instantly. And then she closes the door back. She now comes and calls me. She's like,
Me still thinking that this is just.
he was thinking we were going for
Nothing.
our
I was
usual
like- I was
gossips.
like, bruh,
And then I go
okay.
upstairs, you know, to see for myself. And I'm like, bro, that's crazy though.
Yo, Big Brother needs to give y'all some more tasks. Yo, fucking in the middle of the day.
it was at
Y'all
night.
have no
It was at
respect.
night, to be fair.
But it wasn't that late.
But it was a very cold night.
Yeah.
Was the sun still up?
No,
it was
She
at
said midday.
That night.
It was a night. And
That
it
is
was a very cold
Everybody
night.
was still up though.
Everybody was downstairs.
Oh, y'all some horny ass motherfuckers.
That's how you know that it was. She observed to
Big
notice.
needs to have some more tasks for y'all, bro. What the
So
hell?
it was her that came to tell me that what she was doing there was actually observing to know if someone was going to come
upstairs.
while they were having.
Bro, why would you do
So
it
I
in
was
the
like,
bedroom,
what?
bro? Of all places? Bro, I won't lie. When I was in the house, I kind of gauged all the places you could do it. Bathroom, shower, under the bed.
The thing
locker,
is, there's literally
inside
no
the
blind
locker
spots.
in case, depending on the size.
There's literally no blind spots in there.
Oh, that's what you think. You need to invest in your
Literally,
blind spots.
If you go to the bathroom,
If you go to the bathroom,
you meet biggest cameras there.
oh my! First of all, there was a whole condom epidemic in the house. Y'all can run out of condoms. I remember every week in my season, we used to count the condoms. Every Sunday, after every Sunday, we used to count the condoms. Condoms were missing in y'all's whatever the fuck y'all are doing. Y'all some nasty ass kids. Those housemates.
The housemates.
Shame on them. Out here, we serve the Lord. We don't do anything like that here. We stay pure. We keep a pushing P. But anyhow, guys, it's been amazing. The Zinway pair were in the house. Shout out to them.
Yeah.
First of all, what's coming up with both of you? You're an artist.
Yeah.
I saw your art.
Yeah.
The whole house saw your art.
Yeah.
And you have the passion of Christ. So what's coming up with both of y'all, bro? Tell me.
Nah, so definitely, I actually put my arts talent into my clothing line.
Okay.
So I have a clothing line, Relics, still pushing that. I model. I've been modeling since like 2015.
Hey.
Yeah,
Fair.
modeling since 2015. So I model, and now that we've tasted the entertainment space, going into acting, influencing, I'm big on sports still, so I'm gonna push that.
What's your favorite team?
In what game?
Football.
Manchester United.
Okay, moving on.
Don't say you're a Chelsea fan.
Big Chelsea fan.
Obviously,
please.
you just know them once you
just
smell
know
them.
them.
Like, bruh, like,
Is this a relationship thing or what's going on? You just know them.
Yeah,
What team you support?
she's my G.
Oh no, she didn't. I'm so sorry for
Red
you.
Devils.
If he tied you into that, I'm so sorry. If you've been there since birth, I'm very sorry. But yeah, continue, my brother.
Yeah, so sports.
That's the vibe.
Yeah,
Sports,
so
acting, fashion.
Fashion.
You about to just take over everything. No presenting.
Everything.
Everything.
As long as it comes to me and I see I can do it, I'm taking it.
Shout out to the Benin royal family. Your son is representing right here. Baby girl, moving on to you. What do you have coming on?
So for me, moving forward, of course, I'm still going to be doing what I was doing prior to the show. But moving forward,
big money. Big. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just say we Googled the last name. Big money. We gonna talk off camera. But yeah.
Moving forward, I want to go into the entertainment space.
Okay.
You know, I want to do TV presenting, hosting shows. I speak so well. I'm going to leverage in that.
Okay.
I have a good sense of humor, and that will come into play as well.
Sure.
I want to do more reality TV as well.
Okay.
You know, if the
Love
opportunity
Island?
comes, Love Island, maybe not, but that's enough Love Island for. But there are other reality shows out there.
Yeah.
I still want to be on the big screen.
Huh?
Maybe go into acting, but that's not my primary focus right now. For me, it's just getting into the entertainment space and
Building your brand.
building my brand, carving my niche.
That's
pretty
dope.
much. Yeah.
That's dope. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we've had the Zinway pair. My boy Zion on my left.
Yes, sir.
My sister Chinwe on my right.
That's right.
They've told y'all they're going to be staying on your big screens. Tune in for the big screen on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the House Chronicles for this amazing fucking interview.
Okay.
And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.